How's it going, everybody? Fucking cats in my yard. My dog's freaking out about it. So I just wanted to talk real quick. I was at work all day, and then I came home, and had some dinner with my family. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I watched a few videos, a few political videos, and one of them, the last one that I just watched, was Anthony Brian Logan's video, most recent video on Joe Biden and the scandal with Hunter Biden. Now, in this video, ABL mentions that Jill Biden was on The View, and I did not know that. I was not aware that she was on The View. I obviously do not watch The View. I don't know that anybody really does. So, on this interview, during this interview with Jill Biden, Joe Biden's wife, they ask about Trump bringing up the Hunter Biden scandal and how she feels about it. And she says that she does not like to see her son attacked, and she does not like to see her husband attacked, and that these are just distractions, and that the American people do not want to hear these lies and this deception. Now, I just want to say real quick that these people are career liars. They have built their empires off of lies and deception themselves. So, for them to come out and say that these things are not real, they're not happening, is not shocking at all, and nobody should be shocked by that. Nobody should be shocked by their lack of morality, because they have no morality. The Democratic Party, the majority of the Democratic Party, has not had morality for a long time, and sadly, a lot of Republicans don't either. But moving on from that, the way that she reacted to that question does bother me in a certain way, because when you are a parent, okay, and when you have children, and you know that your children are doing something wrong, just because they are your children does not excuse that behavior. And if you excuse that behavior for your children, but then say that anybody else that's doing it is immoral or wrong or unjustifiable, obviously you are a hypocrite, but you are a entirely different kind of hypocrite that is the sole cause for your child being the way that they are and doing the wrong doing that they are. So basically what I'm just trying to say real fast is that Jill Biden, don't get it twisted for a second that Jill Biden does not know that Hunter Biden is a fucking crackhead, right? Don't tell me that Jill Biden hasn't went to Hunter's house and Hunter was spun the fuck out on crack, or that she's not aware that he's a fucking pedophile, or that she's not aware of these business dealings, okay? And also don't get it twisted that Joe Biden's not aware of Joe Biden involved with these business dealings as well, and that Joe Biden has a similar touchy-feely way with underage girls. We have seen it. We have seen it. The public has seen it. So don't stand there and say, don't fucking sit there and say that you are not aware of these things, that they are just a distraction. You are aware of these things. These bold-faced claims and lies are only exposing the truth more. Um, honestly, I think a better way for the Bidens to have gone about this is to have thrown their kid under the bus. And that's fucked up too. But if they really wanted to win a campaign, they probably should have went that route. Joe Biden had already said during the debate that yes, it's known that my son has had a drug problem, but I'm proud of him, and he overcame that. If they would have thrown his ass under the bus and said, we are not aware of any of this stuff going on, any of these business dealings, this seems corrupt, and we were not involved with this, he should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, just like anybody else would, he would have gained so many more voters. You would have seen the statistics shoot up for Joe Biden. Because the American people are aware that there is a different level of prosecution whenever you are a Biden or a Clinton or a Bush or when you are involved with these families, these political families, it's the same thing as being involved with it is being in the royal family in England. There's a certain point where when you are involved with these families, or you are, especially when you are in their bloodline, the law is not the same for you. So for them, if they would have came out and said, he needs to be prosecuted, he has a terrible drug problem, all of these things are coming out, we were not aware of it, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't. Rather than doing that, they're going to call it a distraction. After they have been distracting the public away from what good Trump has done for the past 4 years with Russia and fucking, I could go on, everybody watching this video is fully aware of all of the bullshit tales that we've been told about Trump for the past 4 years. So to come out and call it a distraction is just outlandish. Out-fucking-landish. And is the stupidest mistake that woman could have made. And I'm sorry, but why is Jill Biden being interviewed on The View? Where's Joe? She's not running for president. And why does she get to answer that question, but Joe doesn't? Joe's not asked that question. There's just a lot of hypocrisy in this situation. And getting back to my point, though, the reason why she reacted the way that and that she did and called it distraction and called it, lies and a smear campaign is because it's true. And because she is fully aware that her son is a crackhead, a pedophile, and a traitor to the American people. Why is she aware of this? Because it's her son. When you live under the same roof as a traitor, you know them as a traitor. It doesn't matter how far you turn your head. You're still going to see it. She is fully aware of what happened and what is happening and what has been happening and what will continue to happen so long as we leave this in the hands of the same people who have held it for the past 7 years. The FBI has been aware of this for the past 7 years, and they have done nothing. There's so many layers to this story. And I pray to God that Trump is reelected, man. Because if he's not, people are going to keep getting away with stuff like this. And what's worse about that is that the little girls that got hurt by Hunter Bidens, or the Joe Bidens, or the Anthony Weiners, they're going to keep getting hurt. And they don't deserve that. We're better than that as Americans. We deserve better than that. They deserve better than that. They deserve to see these people prosecuted, no matter what bloodline they are, no matter what family name they have. And I would be saying the same exact thing if shit came out about Trump. Right now, if shit came out and there was evidence, certain substantial evidence, as much evidence as there is for the Biden claims, for Trump, something happening with Trump, I would be right there saying the same exact fucking thing. There is not a bias here. I would be saying the same thing. So, I don't know. I guess the point that I just wanted to make in this little video here was that, she is fully aware. Fully aware. And so is Joe. And that's why Joe's hiding. Because he knows what's about to go down. And you can see in the polls, my neighbor and I were talking today, okay, that, the Democrats have thought for the past month that they had this in the bag. Because all these polls were coming out saying that Joe Biden's ahead, Joe Biden's ahead. Do you want to know why Joe Biden's ahead for the past month or so, and now Trump's starting to get ahead? It's because now actual voting has started, where not mail-in voting, voting in person, early voting, and then watch November 3rd, man. I'm telling you, watch November 3rd, when the majority of people who are going to vote go and vote, you will see Trump's numbers shoot right the fuck up. And Biden's will even right out. And that's because the Democratic Party has been pushing this mail-in voting thing. So all of these votes that we're seeing for Joe are going to get tallied up in the first few months of voting. But all the people that are voting for Trump are going to wait, and they're going to vote in person because they know it's the right thing to do, because they're worried that their vote won't be counted. And they're going to ensure that their vote will be counted. So I'm just telling you guys, watch, because Trump's numbers are going to shoot up, man. They're going to shoot up like fucking Joe Biden or Hunter Biden on his birthday, man. So, I don't know. I just wanted to tell you guys real quick what I thought about that little interview, the clip that I had seen with Mrs. Biden and on The View. She's fully aware what's going on. And I'm certain that, a lot of people in Washington are fully aware of what the Bidens are doing and what the Bidens have been doing, and what the Obamas have been doing, and what the Clintons have been doing. And a lot of these people are just on the payroll, man. I know it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's not. It's just a sad truth. That's why Trump came out with this whole drain the swamp thing, man. This is what it is. This is draining the swamp. This is getting rid of all these fucking dinosaurs that have been sitting in these seats of power for so long and have not done anything beneficial for anybody other than themselves and their families. And we as American people have allowed it to happen because we haven't had a sufficient leader to lead the cause to drain the swamp, and now we do. And I guarantee that when Trump is reelected in November and gets 4 more years, those 4 years will be in a large percentage dedicated to draining the swamp, dedicated to getting rid of these fucking people. And I can't wait. I've said it before, man, and I'll say it again, that, you know, these people with Antifa, these people with Black Lives Matter, they're thinking that they are a part of some political revolution. And they're not. They're pawns. They're pawns in a big distraction game for the Democratic Party. The people who are educating themselves on what is really happening. People that are educating themselves on everything going on right now. And the people that are dedicated to finding the truth and spreading the truth and sharing the truth. Those are the people who are involved in a political revolution. Those are the people that are pushing this revolution forward. Those are the people that are pushing change. Obama ran on hope for 8 years. And all he did was leave everybody hopeless. And then Trump came along. And like I said, man, it didn't have to be Trump. Could have been anybody. I don't care who it is. We needed a leader. We needed somebody to come out there and say the truth. To show us that you don't have to fear these people because they are just people. And we can take back America. We can take back what is ours. And that's what he's doing. That's what he did. And that's what we're doing. And, you know, I seen a video with Tim Pool where he was talking about, do you ever wonder if you are on the right side of history? And I've wondered that a few times. You know, am I just in this echo chamber of bullshit that, you know, am I the wrong one? Am I seriously, you know, just in some delusional state where I'm believing these things that some billionaire asshole is telling me? Or, no. And there's solid evidence to point to, no. You're not wrong, and I'm not wrong. And I don't have to sit here and name off all of that evidence. The media shows it to you themselves. Every time they come out with a story, every time they come out with a headline that is not true, that is a blatant fucking lie, that is a blatant twist on an actual event that is taking place, but they push their biased opinion into it, rather than share facts, rather than share statistics, they share their opinion. That's why. We're running on facts. We're running on statistics. We're running on truth. They're not. They're running on opinion and emotion and hatred. And we just love our country. So no, if you're ever thinking that maybe you are on the wrong side of history by voting for Trump or by supporting Trump, you're not. You're doing the right thing. And it's our right to doubt that sometimes. Because this is a confusing fucking election. This is a fucking crazy time right now. But you're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. Especially, this is the big point that I had with the Joe Biden thing. If I had a son, right? I don't. I have daughters. But if I had a son, and it came out that potentially my son could be a child molester, I would want to believe my son. I would want to. But I would want to see hard evidence. I would want to see hard fucking evidence that he wasn't. And if he did not show me that evidence, if that evidence was not presented to me, I would have to agree that he was a child molester. Because that is a hell of a thing to be. That is a despicable, disgusting, unforgivable thing to be. And for her to sit on that stage, on your TV screens, and tell you that this is a smear campaign and her son is not a child molester and all of this shit while she's sitting there and knowing that she cannot say those things for certain, you already know she's lying. You already know it. We gotta stop letting these people get away with this stuff, man. We gotta stop. Check out my dog. You see him? He's a good boy. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Try to make a video in the morning. Subscribe. Comment. Let me know what you think about that lying ass bitch. I'll see you guys later.